Welcome back to Ducky Guys. Today we have photographers telling us outrageous photo shoot requests they get from Instagram models. Should be fun. I got asked if I had any duct tape. I like where this is going. Because she wanted her to push up into her dress. She then proceeded to strip down completely to just high heels and wanted me to go in the other room so she could take selfies with my remote control. I'm not leaving you alone with 10k worth of lenses. That's the reason. Had an influencer try to set up a shoot with me. When I mentioned my price, she was shocked. Whoa. Because she was under the assumption that I was going to pay her for some reason. Quality. A bald guy asked me to Photoshop, please say hair, veins in his head. What? To make his head look like a giant... He was some kind of businessman who was selling an audiobook. What?
Not a photographer, but one of my acquaintances is a semi-popular influencer. She spends way too much time to see authentic and down-to-earth. One time at a small party I did something funny that made a bunch of people laugh. Whatever it was wasn't caught on camera and she forced me to recreate the moment so that she could film it for her Instagram stories. You're not having fun unless you can prove it to your thousands of followers apparently.
Facts. Very true though, isn't it?
She asked for $200 per hour with a 3-hour minimum, without any real prior modeling experience. And had conditions that the photos could not be posted anywhere and that she was going to have them sold exclusively on her Patreon.
She was asking the photographer for money?
Haha, I love ridiculous requests because I do surrealist, neon stuff on my own time and really enjoy going for weird, unusual vibes. Probably the funniest was one girl who came to my house, I have a mini jungle, to shoot with my plants and we wrapped her up in vines, wrapped her guitar.
What?
Stacked up plants behind her and generally made it look like she was being enveloped by plants. Fun results, and really funny to shoot.
Different. Had someone ask me more than a week of videography for them and create a promo video for $200, not a day, for a whole week. That's insane.
Not a photographer, but I recently got back from the Dominican and while there, a girl spent roughly 40 minutes sitting on a paddle board and standing in the ocean striking new poses for what I can only assume was her Instagram. The time invested in being artificially genuine is sickening.
Bet she's hot though. The us naked because of the influencer ego. I was young so I did partake. I'd be more cautious now. As it turns out, that girl wasn't as responsible as I'd prefer with those photos. Kinda cool though.
Went out west hiking. We were packing to leave on a 17-mile hike that day in the hot sun.
Nice.
My friend stopped and said, "Wait. I forgot my flex gear for Insta." He ran back to the tent and jammed about half of his clothes into his hiking backpack for the trip. Fast forward to midday when he realized he had taken the camera out of his bag to fit more clothes. Rip.
Oh, that's an L.
I usually don't work with the mentally challenged, but I was offered $200 for an all-day shoot for an up-and-coming asshole influencer. I kindly declined because it wasn't worth my time. And she said, "Your loss. This could have been our moment to shine, sweetie," with a smirk that made me want to hit a woman for the first time since my sister growing up.
Yeah. Wow. Dude, that's a disabled person.
Not for an influence, but my boyfriend's mom is a photographer and was sent 2 photos and asked to edit one of them. The first photo was a young man and his grandmother in front of some memorial.
Oh.
The second photo was the young man by himself, a few years later, in front of the same memorial.
Okay.
The family asked Mill to Photoshop photo number 2 to have a ghostly-looking version of the grandmother next to the young man because she had since passed away. Very odd.
I don't want to laugh, but that... because someone passed... That is awful. That is awful. Wow.
I was in NY once and this girl, should be in her 20s, approached me and told me to take her photo.
Okay.
I thought it would be some general request, but still, to stand up to my pride, I lowered the camera to gain an architectural perspective. But then when I look at her, she was standing in middle of the road. One arm on a car that she must have stopped cause the traffic was ongoing, and the other on another car and was holding a banner that said, "Life." To this day I had no idea what I just witnessed.
What?
I'm a clothing designer and have a small online shop. I get contacted by influencers on a weekly basis, but this one takes the cake. A girl reached out to me asking if I wanted to do a collaboration.
Okay.
She sent me her social media pages, and while she didn't have a big following at all, I really liked her photo style, so I figured I could send her something small.
Fair enough.
I gave her a few options of shirts that I wanted photographed and asked her to choose one. She comes back by saying, "Oh, I was actually hoping you could send me all of these," and then proceeds to link to 4 of my most expensive items, all of which are highly custom and $80 plus each. Then, as if that wasn't enough, she clarified that she would only post the photos to her Instagram story for 1 hour, and if I wanted more I would have to pay her $150 starting price, on top of sending her close to $400 worth of clothing. Keep in mind Miss CB over here had only around 8k followers, which isn't much for an influencer, let alone one asking for this high of a price. I ended up just not responding and reported her as spam to the website I sell through. Now that I look back, I doubt any of the photos were really her. They were far too well done for what she was offering. No designer in their right mind would agree to her terms. Her price is more like what someone with 500k 1 meter followers would ask for.
Thanks everyone for watching the video. Hope you did enjoy. Hit the like button if you did enjoy, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.